Why should you be on Food Network Cake Challenge?
Hi Food Network, I'm Bosque. I'm 26, I'm a stay-at-home mom to two beautiful little boys and married to a wonderful man named Dan. I graduated a few years ago from college with a degree in English, but that didn't really work out. I've always been interested in baking and cake decorating, but only this past spring have I really decided that this is my passion, this is what I want to do. I have no formal education in cake decorating. I actually went to high school for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Why did I choose that? Nobody thought I could do it, and I wanted to prove them all wrong. I am very competitive. I like it when people think I can't do something. I should be on Food Network's Cake Challenge because unlike a lot of the competitors who have been on previous seasons and people auditioning for this season, I don't have the same amount of experience. I have just as much, if not more, ambition and desire to succeed, to prove myself, to show not only everybody else, but more importantly myself, that I can do this. I do have the talent, and being on challenge would allow me to access a level of that talent within me that I couldn't really express otherwise. I love to try new things, to be challenged. It's part of my adventurous spirit. I love to discover new passions, but cake decorating is really where I want it to go. Come inside and we'll talk a little more. Thank you. So, why cakes? When I was about 10 years old, I went to my cousin's wedding and fell in love with his wedding cake. Since then, I've had the idea in my head that maybe at some time in my life I could do that too. So I made my first cake at 11 or 12, kind of did it off and on, but didn't really get serious about it, like I said, until this past spring. I love cake design. Everything about making a cake, the sketching, the making the little pieces to go together, and then assembling everything and standing back and seeing what I made is just amazing to me. And then of course there's always the reaction of, you know, who's getting the cake, and it's just wonderful altogether. I should be on challenge because of this passion. I don't have as much experience as everybody else, but I have passion, I have drive, I have motivation, and another good thing is that because I don't have the experience, there's potential for a big failure, but there's also potential for great success. Being on challenge, not necessarily winning, even though that would be fantastic, just being on challenge would change my life because it would get my name out there, create local demand for my cakes. If I were to win, it would be the ultimate. I mean, with $10,000, I could kickstart my business, and once I have my business, I can hopefully get to a point where my husband can quit his job. He works a very, very physically demanding job so that I can stay home with the boys. And he's actually injured himself at work, and through this injury they discovered that he has a degenerative bone disease called avascular necrosis. It's incurable. He's already had his right hip replaced and will need to have the left side done in the next few years. So it kills me emotionally to know that he's killing himself physically at his job for me, for our family. So I want to be able to give back to him, and you know, if I grew the business to a point where he could quit, you know, he could stop hurting so bad physically, and it would just give back to him since he's given me the gift of being able to stay home with my children in their precious early years. My strengths in cake decorating are fondant and modeling figures, things like that. I've had a lot of previous experience with clay and making little figurines. I've always enjoyed that, so I love to be able to manipulate the fondant in the way that works best. Thanks again, Food Network. I can't wait to hear from you. You're still recording.